Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and another air fryer video. Today I am going to be sharing 6 different recipes that you can cook in your air fryer. I know you guys love an air fryer video, so if you want to see more videos just like this one, I'm going to link my air fryer playlist down below in my description box so you can go and find all of my other air fryer videos really easily. I'm also going to link the air fryer that I am using in my description box because I get asked so many questions about different air fryers. I've had this one for about 2 years now. It's still going strong and I absolutely love it, and it's got a really big capacity as well. So if you're looking to purchase one, then this is one I would highly recommend. There are a couple of different reasons why I love an air fryer. One is the fact that with like gas and electricity prices going through the roof at the moment, it's a much cheaper way of cooking. I don't actually preheat my air fryer. I just pop my ingredients in, and then the timings I'm giving you is from a non-preheated air fryer, which means it will use even less electricity. Another thing I obviously love about cooking in the air fryer is that it's a lot healthier for you. You don't have to add all of the oils that you would do normally when you cook in the oven. Because it has the circulating air, it cooks your food from all angles, so it is so quick too. I really hope you enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you see more videos just like this, and let's get cooking. So these ingredients are going to make some little cauliflower bites. These are really nice if you want to kind of have little croquettes or hash browns that aren't just like quite carby. So what I've basically done here is I've just riced up some cauliflower. I've just cut off half of a head of cauliflower, popped it into my onion dicer, whizzed it up for a few seconds, and this is how it has come out. So what I'm going to add to this is an egg. I've got some curry powder and some flour and salt and pepper. So to make these, it's super simple. Like I said, you just rice up your cauliflower. Then you want to add in 1 egg. That is for half a cauliflower. And then to kind of make it all come together and stick together, I'm going to be adding in some flour as well. But to go with that, I'll add in a generous amount of salt and pepper. You definitely do want to season this quite well. And then I'm going to be adding 2 heaped tablespoons of curry powder too. That's going to give this a really delicious taste to it, and it's going to make these so very flavoursome. Just mix everything up together until it's almost forming a kind of ball, and at this point it's then ready to shape them. So you can either just get them together with 2 spoons, or you can shape them in your hands. Pop them into your air fryer on 204 degrees centigrade for 8 minutes. That's all these take to become super crispy and golden brown and absolutely delicious to add with so many different meals. So what I have got here is some short ribs, I've got some ground ginger, and I've also got some paprika here too. So what I'm going to do to these before cooking them in my air fryer is I'm going to put the ribs into a large mixing bowl. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of ground ginger and 4 tablespoons of my paprika over the top of them. Mix everything together. You do not need to add oil because obviously your ribs have got a bit of wetness to them anyway. Then I'm going to pop these into the air fryer, space them out evenly so they are not on top of each other, and I am then going to cook them on 204 degrees centigrade for 18 minutes. As you can see, after those 18 minutes, your ribs are looking deliciously brown and crispy, and they are just ready to eat and enjoy. So what I'm going to make now in my air fryer is some tuna fish cakes. So what I've already done is I've just boiled up some potatoes with their skin on because that's where all the goodness is. And then I've just mashed that down. What I've done when I mashed it, I didn't add any milk, but I did add some butter. I didn't add milk because I didn't want it to be too liquidy and too of a kind of soft runny mash. So like I said, I've got my mash with some butter in there, and then I've got 1 tin of tuna. By the way, this is 3 potatoes. 1 tin of tuna, some mixed herbs, and then I've also got a generous amount of salt and pepper here. So what I'm going to do is just mix this all together and combine it really well, and then I'm going to start forming my fish cakes. So what you could do if you wanted to is then roll your fish cakes in a beaten up egg and then into some breadcrumbs. But I like to just make this super simple, and I'm just going to put them into my air fryer like this, not with any egg or breadcrumb on them. I'm going to put these in my air fryer on 180 degrees centigrade just for 10 minutes. As everything in here is cooked, it doesn't need to actually cook in the air fryer, but you do want to get it to a point where it's got a nice golden outer coating. So 10 minutes at 180 is the perfect amount for your fish cakes to then come out really crispy on the outside and delicious and piping hot on the inside. So what I'm going to be making now are some tortilla chips slash kind of crisps. They're healthier versions of crisps. So what I have got here is just 2 wholemeal wraps, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these into little tortilla shapes. What I've also got is some paprika. Oh, I'll also add some salt actually, and then I'll have a little bit of oil as well. So like I said, what I'm going to do with these wraps, I'm just going to cut them into little kind of finger-sized crisp shape chips. And I'm just going to do this really roughly. It doesn't have to be neat at all. And once they've been cut, I'm then going to put them into a big mixing bowl, add some paprika, salt, and a bit of oil, mix everything together so that all of the wraps are nicely coated in all of the mixture before popping them into my air fryer. I'm going to put them in the air fryer on 166 degrees centigrade just for 5 minutes. You need to be a little bit careful because they do burn easily. So 5 minutes at 166 is plenty for this. Once the time is up, as you can see, when they come out, they're looking really nice and crispy, and they are just ready for you to dunk into a dip. Right, so I'm going to make some croutons for our soup. So what I have bought is a big tiger loaf. This is what I feel like is the best bread to make croutons with. It's a tiger loaf from Tesco's. It's a fresh bread. And then I've got some salt here, and I've also got some oil, and I've got a nice big bowl for me to mix things up in. So what I'm literally going to do with this, I'm going to just cut the bread into strips and then cut the strips into kind of fours, and then pop it into my bowl along with some oil and some salt, and I'm just going to mix everything together so the bread is nicely coated with both the oil and the salt. I'm then going to pop this into the air fryer on 204 degrees centigrade, which is my chip setting, and I'm going to put them in there for 5 minutes. That's all. And when your air fryer has finished, as you can see, your bread is super nice and crispy and ready to add as a topping on your soup. So over here I've got some halloumi, and I've just like cut it into little strips, and then I've cut each strip into half, and then I've done exactly the same with mozzarella as well. And then I have got some phyllo pastry here too. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the phyllo pastry into small squares, and then I'm going to get each square and I'm going to wrap it around each piece of cheese. Once I've done that, I will then get some milk, and I will just brush each of the little wraps with some milk, and then I will just finish this off with some sesame seeds over the top. I'm then going to pop these into my air fryer on 166 degrees centigrade for 7 minutes. And as you can see, when they come out, you've got a delicious crunchy outside with a nice gooey center, which is perfect to serve to your guests with a little bit of sweet chili sauce to dunk them into. So those are my 6 recipes. I really hope you enjoyed them. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.